me when you want to start.
We're good.
Okay, go.
Okay, so once again, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to present about today, I really had a hard time coming up with a topic, trying to decide what I'm passionate about. So I asked my husband, I asked my daughter, I asked a friend, you know, what do you see me as being passionate about? And we came up with a few ideas. I'm really passionate about church, about volunteering. I'm very passionate about my family. My son Douglas is adopted. We adopted him 2 years ago. I have a wonderful daughter, son-in-law, my wonderful husband. I have the most awesome dogs in the whole wide world. But how was I going to make this resonate to all of you? So, who likes food? Like, food's a good thing, right? That's something that everybody is usually pretty passionate about. All of our family engagements are centered around food. You know, let's go out to dinner for our anniversary. It's a big deal with all of us. Unfortunately, it was a really, really big deal for me for a very long time, and I was to the point where I needed help. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, pre-diabetes, joint problems, breathing problems, you name it. You know, I was there. And so I knew I needed to make a change. I needed to come up with something that was going to help me with my food issues and my diet issues. So I bought a book about the keto diet, and I did some research, and I made a plan. And keto is essentially you want to be in a state of ketosis, and that's where your body uses fat instead of carbs for energy. And in the process, your body burns fat. And this is done through certain macros: 5% net carbs, 70% fat, 25% protein. And if you stay on that, or stay in that general ratio, no matter what your carb intake is during the day, you will eventually get into ketosis. Different people have different carb needs based on how much, if they want to maintain weight, lose weight. We watched a couple of movies that I recommend to everyone. The first one is Fed Up. It's on Amazon, and it talks about how our society has been misled about the dangers of sugar, about how very, very dangerous it is for you. And The Magic Pill is a movie that's strictly about keto. It follows 7 people on their journey through engaging in the keto diet, as well as an Aboriginal culture that goes back to eating keto. And I recommend watching them in this order, just because of the way the information comes. And it all comes down to fat versus sugar. We have been taught for years that fat is bad, right? Low fat everything. We want to keep low fat, low fat. But if you don't have the sugars, your body uses the fat efficiently. Your body burns the fat. And it's all about portion control. We want to eat a lot of good foods, a lot of whole foods, green vegetables. And then we want to have that good, healthy fat along with it. And we can have dairy. We want to just avoid the processed foods. So there's a lot of things that you're not allowed to have with keto. Oh, I'm sorry, go back. Go back. So we learned about food labels. And it's fat-free, but I don't know if you can see or not, they've added corn syrup and sugar to make it taste better. Also, see how long that ingredients list is. They add more and more ingredients to try to make it taste better, because fat-free stinks. Eating out is a big deal, because you have to make sure that you know what the restaurant is putting into the foods. And they do the same thing. They add a lot of sugars to food so that they taste better to you. They're more appealing to you. So you really have to be careful about your food choices at restaurants. Here's the things that you're not allowed to have with keto. Pure vegetable oil, any kind of vegetable oil, sugar, of course. You don't eat a lot of fruits. They're on the strictly limited portion: corn, potatoes, any kind of beans, any grains. I know that sounds like a lot of things that you can't have, but guess what you can have? You can have bacon. You can have bacon in everything. You can have cheese. You can have eggs. We eat healthy fats like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil. You can have steak, and you can have berries. And really, you can have anything in moderation, because Sunday carbs don't count. That's the Lord's day, and He wants you to be happy. It's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat as long as you go back to what you're supposed to be eating later. It's not going to be the end of the world if you eat the birthday cake. if you have the ice cream. And now, once you learn to cook with keto, you can find recipes for things that are better and just eat real food. So whether you do keto, whether you do paleo, whether you're vegetarian, whether you just eat what you want to eat, if you eat real foods, you're gonna be healthier and you're gonna feel better. So I'm hoping it's gonna change soon because I was expecting it to. This was my husband, December of last year versus now. He is feeling a whole lot better. He is, not just lost the weight, he's gained energy and he's gained stamina and his complexion is better, just feels better all around. And it's made a huge difference in our life. This is my personal weight loss. I put the numbers up there for you.
Wow.
I have made almost a steady decrease. That little bump right there was a wedding that I went to. But for the most part, I'm losing an average of 1 or 2 pounds a week, and that's a steady, sustainable, healthy weight loss. And this was me December of last year.
Good job.